veterans who have served our country in the armed services. There are more than 25 million veterans here and abroad. Today we have the privilege to honor the veterans and active military personnel from your communities. Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the court and help us welcome your veterans onto the court with a round of applause. And we will continue to honor our veterans if you would rise for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's guest soloist is Ileana Lynn, a senior and player on the IHSA volleyball team. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous sky o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? For the visiting team, the Crusaders of Altaf, who enter the match with a record of 40 wins and 1 loss, please meet Coach Sarah Thomas Dietrich. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Resurrection Bandits, a junior, number 7, Emily Nitko. For the Altaf Crusaders, a sophomore, number 1, Katie Webber. For the Bandits, a senior, number 8, Jordan Sprout. For the Crusaders, a senior, number 4, Luis Comerford. Resurrection, a senior, number 9, Brittany Lutz. For the Altaf Catholic Crusaders, a sophomore, number 5, Grace Streeter. For the Bandits, a sophomore, number 10, Caitlin Goldman. For the Crusaders, a sophomore, number 6, Karina Cole.
This is for all the marbles in Class 3A, Chicago Resurrection against Belleville Althoff Catholic, again for the 3A state championship. Welcome to Redbird Arena, and the 3A championship game is brought to you by Country Financial. Start planning for tomorrow by taking simple steps today at countryfinancial.com/simple steps. Scott Slocum and former ISU player Laura Dornbos come to you from Redbird Arena. Althoff Catholic against Resurrection. We're ready to rock and roll. You got the Guns N' Roses playing. It's Hawaiian night over to the right on the side of Resurrection. They have all their Hawaiian garb on. Now, Resurrection, Laura, is a girls-only school, so you'll see no boys in that cheering section. They're not allowed, which is probably a good thing because boys get into too much trouble anyway.
That's right. I'm really enjoying the Hawaiian theme because it's pretty cold outside, so I appreciate them trying to add some warmth in there.
I do see one boy that's somehow, somewhere, seeing the red with the white cap up there, just right at the top of your screen.
Oh.
Somehow, some way, he snuck in there. I love the one in the front, the green. I don't know if we can see her on our screen or not.
No.
She's got the pink, like,
bathing suit.
Bathing suit, thank you. I was going to say bra, but probably would not have been the right thing to say, so I won't say
But
it.
you said it anyway, right?
Well, we're ready to go. Resurrection in the black, Althoff in the white. And a quick start for Althoff. What are some of your keys here, Coach?
Well, for Resurrection, it's going to be about stopping number from Althoff, just their powerful offense, and then obviously utilizing Brittany Welch for Resurrection. But Althoff brings a lot of power to this game tonight.
Yes, they do. They have one of the best setters around as well, and Louise Comerford. So our star watch tonight is Coach Dornbos pointing out Brittany Welch headed to New Mexico State. She wears number 9 right there to the right, or the left of your screen rather.
Well,
and Louise Comerford with 2,000 assists. She's going to Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, she's a really fun player to watch, just how she directs the court as a setter. But also Althoff being here before, that experience, you know, we've seen Brittany before and Louise,
right,
being able to watch her set.
And a 6'1" setter. It's becoming the norm now in Division I, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. The taller, the better.
You see the speed at which these two teams operate, and you know we just watched a very entertaining game between U-High and St. Viator, but not the speed and the athleticism of these two teams. You could tell already.
Yeah, you really can, and I'm looking forward to seeing just how fast this game gets, and a lot of that has to do with the speed of the set and just the more athletic player being able to attack those speeds.
And they like to celebrate. Karina Gall gets the kill. So, again, when you look at the rankings and look at the talent on these two teams, Althoff with a 30 or make that 41 record is a significant favorite to win. But Resurrection played in a tough GCAC. They played some real good competition. There's Gall again.
Gall is so dynamic from that middle. We just saw her hitting out of in front of the setter, now going behind the setter. She's going to be a hard one to track down and really stop with the block.
And you know she's only a sophomore, right?
Yeah. So we get to see her 2 more years,
yep,
right?
Good dig. That was Streaker. Back the other way. Kalamanis with a dig. Great defense both sides. Welch. Well, I'm told, and maybe you can confirm this, Althoff will have to go to 4A next year.
That could be with the multiplier, with the success that they've had being here again with the championship match that could apply to them. I haven't been able to confirm that yet, but that would make sense.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Dietrich, and she said something to that effect on Thursday. They're the kind of program that wherever you put them, they will compete.
Well, and we've seen that before where teams have been bumped up and they do just fine. And actually, they're back here. So
right,
it all evens itself out.
That just missed the line. So Althoff Catholic, a quick start. They're up by 4, 6-2. This team last year from Belleville finished third in Class 2A. They returned 6 girls. Won their semifinal match yesterday, 25-13 and 25-21. That was coming for a little sleight of hand. Quick set and the kill. How about Gall, huh?
Gall's
3 for 3.
Yeah, she's had a wonderful start to this match. She's really powerful out of that middle. We've talked, though, that she hits in front, she hits behind, and where's she going to go? And with a setter like Louise Comerford, she's hard to catch up with.
And there's Sprunk inside. Jordan Sprunk is the key. Talking to Mike Sapolsky, the head coach of Resurrection, he says we're really tough to beat when Jordan Sprunk creates mismatches and is active. Good start for her there, and another quick set. They found something inside there, Laura, or they want to go right at the middle of this Resurrection defense.
Yes, they do, and they're having success with it.
And that's a double hit. And just like that, Althoff has a 9-3 lead. And they're wasting little time establishing dominance here.
Well, we've seen this before throughout the day today, but just, does it take some teams longer to warm up and adjust to the new competition and who they're facing? And time will tell in this match.
Or it could just be Althoff is that good.
Yes.
That ball is in. Nicely placed. Much needed point for Resurrection.
And that's a nice shot because the deep corners are hard to cover, and as a middle, most of them are hitting straight down. But if you can tip that ball or roll that ball to the back corner, you're going to score.
Resurrection arrived here, beating St. Viator yesterday. 32-30, 25-23, 25-18. That was a classic. And a kill. Leighton Kaiser. And a timeout taken by Coach Sapasi, and it's a good one too because his girls are getting handled here pretty easily early on. The 3A State Championship brought to you by Biaggi's. Hey, if you're in a hurry but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends, Biaggi's has Pronto Packs. Make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home with the Pronto Pack or on the go. Perfectly sized to serve 4 to 5 people and starting at only $30. Pronto Packs include your choice of pasta or 2 pizzas with a house or Caesar salad and freshly baked bread with Biaggi's butter for dipping. Or if you're planning a meal, I know the holidays are coming up, large groups coming over, they do party pans. Serve anywhere from 8 to 12 people and ready for pickup with 24 hours advance notice. They have 6 Illinois locations. Biaggi's Carryout is the perfect solution for your busy lifestyle. 10-4, Althoff on top. They lost once this year. And talking to Sarah Thomas-Dietrich, I said, was that a good thing or a bad thing? She goes, I'm glad we're not undefeated because the target would really be on our back.
Because that one doesn't make it big enough.
No,
right?
No, not at all. But we don't like losing to Belleville West. So, yes and no. It could have been anybody else on our schedule, not Belleville West.
Yeah, because Belleville West is going to say, if Altaf were to win this championship, well, at least we beat the champion.
Exactly.
Right?
That makes us the real state champion. That loss came all the way back on September 26th. 3-set match, 25-22 in the third. The dig in the back by Sprunk. And that is a kill. Caitlin Coughlin, just a sophomore, 5'10". Had a nice game last night, was very active. Likes hitting from the left side.
Yeah, she had 10 kills last night.
She did. And that serve is wide by Jordan Sprunk. Streaker is going to serve, and actually check that. Wormhammer is going to serve. Katie's a 5'10 sophomore. And that one was touched, and that will be a kill for Addie Burris. Burris wants to play somewhere, weighing some options for next year. 4-year varsity player. Also qualified for state and track and field. It's a really good athlete.
Well, I was just going to comment on the fact that Louise Comerford, she was headed all the way to the left side of the net, does that back set, and in return gets Addie Burris wide open for that hit. Not wide open, though, because they did get a touch on it. Resurrection did get a touch. But that's just what good setters do. They find the best ideal situation for and successful.
O'Hare tried to tip it over, but she was battling a couple of girls taller than her, including Addie Burris. 1 6-footer on the roster for Belleville Althoff. That's the setter Comerford. Check that, there's 2. Karina Gall is also 6'1". No 6-footers on Resurrections. And that's rare for 3A.
Yes, it is.
Nice touch.
I think we saw more height in the 2A championship game than we have in this matchup for the championship for 3A.
That was Emily Nitko, 5'10 junior. Perfect placement. Comerford back set again. Coughlin hits that ball right smack dab into the middle of the net. Some early numbers here. Althoff hitting nearly 300, 292. Resurrection, 190. Got to find a way to get Brittany Welch more involved. That ball was in. That is a point. That was nicely placed by Nitko. That's twice she's done that.
Well, the reason why that makes that such a good spot for her is the setter is coming. That's her defensive spot. So tendencies sometimes lead the setter to release early, or that spot's more open.
And that is in. Wormhainer and Beal both talked to each other, said let it go, and it hit the line. Sometimes you got to tip your cap and say nice serve, and that was a good one from Alexandria Kalamanis. That one wasn't. Sub checking in for the Crusaders, Mary Wessel, 5'9" sophomore in to serve. Welch called for the ball, a perfect bump set, but she's blocked. And Comerford got her hands on that. They'll try again. Over the top. Wessel was there. Almost. What an effort, though, from the Bandits, just not able to get it over. And Althoff is up 16-9. And Mike Sapasi, the head coach of Resurrection, wants a timeout. So Sarah Thomas Dietrich, the head coach there in the black, holding the clipboard. She's on the right. One of her assistants is in there working the huddle. She had herself quite a high school and college career. She went to Belleville Altaf, then on to Missouri State, all Missouri Valley Conference in 2007. Was she the player of the year also in the conference?
She was the defensive
player of the year.
Yep.
I can't read my own handwriting.
Yep. She was an outstanding player at Missouri State. Had the opportunity. I was coaching at the time in which she was playing, but definitely recognized the name. When
she would have been the middle, right? Was she a middle?
No, she was a libero.
Oh, she was a libero?
Yeah.
Oh, she's tall.
Yeah. Maybe she
was
6'1",
6'2"?
Hold on. Defensive. Oh, no, it wasn't libero unless she was blocking. I think she was a right side.
Was she right side? Okay.
Now I sound like I don't even remember. But I'm going to look it up.
And last year she was Sarah Thomas. This year, Sarah Thomas Dietrich. So she's been busy in the offseason. Comerford keeps it alive. Great play from Wemhamer. Look at Welch. She's all over the place. She hits in the middle, then comes over to the left for the block. Resurrection starting to look more comfortable now. And again, it all begins and ends with Brittany Welch. That's going to be 4 hits. As Streaker wasn't able to get it up over the tape. And here come the Bandits. They're within 5. Coach Sapasi's done a nice job of using his timeouts here early on. Used both of them already. Sprunk or Welch. Not sure which one, but we'll give them both a half block. Coach Dietrich may call a timeout here if Resurrection scores another point. They're within 4. That's better than a timeout right there. Just feed Gall. That's her 6th. She's 6 for 6 on her attacks.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Matches the number on the back of her Althoff jersey. Claire Frankie. Serving for Althoff. Welch never ceases to amaze me. And there's another kill, 7 for 7.
Well, at this point, you just keep feeding Gall.
Absolutely.
You don't stop until they can stop her.
Again, there's a clear size advantage for Belleville Althoff, and they're using it. Boy, great job, and let's hope Wessel's okay. She dove for that. She came awfully close to hitting her forehead on Doug Collins' court, and we don't want to see that. I think she's okay. She's up smiling. 18-13, Althoff on top. And serving is Madison McEnany. And that is long. A little confusion. Resurrection figures it out, just sends it over. Welch. Too much on that. If you're Brittany Welch, you're going to leave it all out on the floor tonight. Headed to New Mexico State. Had offers from Wake Forest, Southern, Wofford, Rhode Island, North Florida, West Carolina. Said she went out to New Mexico State. No family out there. Never been there before, but fell in love with it. And they fell in love with her and offered her, and she will play there for the next 4 years and do well there. It's the best program in the, I think, the WAC, right? The Western Athletic Conference. Well, it's odd. Everybody, you know, it's rare that someone from the Midwest goes out west like that, but you get that feel. You remember.
Yes, I do. And, you know, I had a couple of teammates that were from Colorado Springs, and it's like, why did you come to Illinois? You know, but it's the campus, it's the coaches, it's the schooling and what you're looking for that really is the attraction, and then also the success of the programs and what difference you can make. So it all makes sense, but yeah, a couple of times you have to be like, really?
Doesn't take you long. Nice work there at the net. I want to recognize her, and that is Christina Gata. She's the setter, but man, she played like a middle there. Earned that point for her girls. When you sit down at the table across from a coach, you get the feeling in the first 20 or 30 seconds, don't you?
I think you do. And you get the feel of talking to the players also on the team of what the real situation is at that school and their coaching technique and so forth.
Well, that serve barely hit the bottom of the net. And Taylor Bash, the senior, heads off.
Well, and they tell you too. You want to like the school because coaches move and coaches change, and you really want to enjoy that school.
Coughlin, the big hit, almost took out Coach Dietrich on the Althoff bench.
I like how Resurrection's just plugging along here, point by point. And
not fancy at all.
No.
Resurrection, members of the Girls Catholic Athletic Conference. Belleville Althoff in the South 7. That ball was hit. That'll be an Altaf point. And they are all of a sudden 2 points away from winning the first game. This is a 3A state championship. Belleville Altaf has been here a lot. 7 trophies, but never a state championship. And for Resurrection, their first ever trip. And a net violation and game point for Altaf. And quite frankly, Laura, they've made this look easy this first game.
They have. They're really in groove and in system, and their passing has been consistent. And they are making it look pretty easy, but credit to Resurrection. They're doing some good things, and hopefully they can carry that over into the second set here if it doesn't go their way.
Comerford the dig. Crusaders, an easy 25-16 game 1 victory over Resurrection. And Altaf is 1 game away from the school's first ever state volleyball championship.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
All this took was a pristine SAT, ACT, and GPA. Before that, a healthy dose of travel field hockey, volunteering, the arts, and 18 years of everything else.
The 3A state championship from Redbird Arena is brought to you by Biaggi's, where carry-out and curbside pickup make it easy to enjoy the great taste of Biaggi's at home. Visit Biaggi's online at Biaggi's.com. That's Biaggis.com. Referees for this state championship match: Mark Trapp is on the stand, Todd Roth, referee on the floor, Travis Pate and Jeff Tunges are your line judges. Did you see 3 of the Altaf girls posing for a picture for one of the moms?
I see that. They're at the back of the court posing.
That was Gall. Who was that?
Gall and
Burst
Katie.
was in there. And one
And
other
Lynn
one,
Warner.
too. Hey, yeah. Well, they're loose.
Yeah, they're loose. They're confident.
Okay, what can Resurrection do? Clearly, Altaf is deeper, they're bigger, they're stronger. What can Resurrection do?
So when you are outsized like Resurrection is, I think that serving aggressively and keeping Altaf out of system is going to be key, and then putting some type of block together that's going to make your defense be able to dig the ball a little bit better.
McEnany not able to handle that serve. An ace right off the bat for Annika Beal. Beal headed to Fontbonne next year as a libero. School on the East Coast.
I was going to ask you where that is. I wasn't familiar with it.
I believe it is. I think it's Division II. Great effort, Resurrection. Now they're going to need a fast start here. Real fast start.
They are, and serving aggressively here at their first opportunity to serve will be really important.
Now, when you say serve aggressively, for those who don't watch a lot of volleyball, what does that mean?
I'm talking about serving in between the lanes, which the lanes in between players, making players make decisions on whose ball it is. And then also float serves are very effective if you got a good float serve because the ball literally floats and changes directions in the air. And in an arena like Redbird Arena where there's a wind draft pretty consistently, it can really cause havoc on passers.
Well, that's what you get for listening to me. Fontbonne is in St. Louis.
Oh, oops.
One of 30 colleges in St. Louis.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them. I'm exaggerating, of course, but there are a lot. Comerford, after her teammates were running into each other, finally just said, you know what? I'm just going to find the back of the court. We're good.
And that's the advantage right there of being a left-hand
Yes.
setter, because if you're a right-hand setter, that'd be a little bit harder.
And a block. And it's not taking the Crusaders long to establish their dominance again here in the second set. And unless the Bandits can figure out something in a quick hurry, this will be a very quick 3A championship game. Was that Gall's first error? She was 7 for 7 prior to that.
Might be, yep. They said it was 4 contacts.
Althoff hitting 273 as a team. Resurrection 167. 14 assists already for Comerford. 10 for Gata. And Welch hit the net. Talk a little bit about Christy Gata, the outstanding setter. Also a really good softball player. She's an outside and sets, putting up big numbers. That ball hit the chin of McDermott, and that is an ace. And that did not feel good for Natalie.
Well, when you're down 5-2, you want those passes to be able to help your team, and that's frustrating as a libero when you thrive for wanting to pass perfectly and dig every ball.
Wow. Brittany Welch showing this big crowd what she's got. That was impressive.
That was. And that's the Welch that has been
Yes.
hitting the ball like that to get him all the way up here.
She's got a 27-inch vertical jump. Right back at him comes Wemhamer. So Belleville Althoff starts a sophomore, a senior, another senior, a junior, another sophomore, and 2 seniors. So this is an experienced team. And there's Sprunk with her second kill.
It's nice to hear Jordan's name because they haven't been able to set her as often as I imagine that they want to, because she has a really dynamic middle.
Great effort by McDermott. And another kill. All-time kills, single season kills. Brittany Welch putting up numbers at Resurrection probably won't see again anytime soon. And we have a net violation against the Bandits. They got to stay out of that net. And here's Louise Comerford. Oh, super dig from Beal. And a great job also by McEnany. And there's the wise one, Louise Comerford.
Setters just have that volleyball IQ and that vision across the court that just makes them great players in general, but that is a great example of a player being able to see that vision and what's available open to get the kill.
Sprunk. We'll get credit for a third one. So Belleville Althoff, they have a slogan this year. It's hashtag remove the bracelets. Can you guess what that's about?
No, what is that about?
It's Wonder Woman. And before every game, they stand in a power pose because Coach Dietrich did some research that people in business or in sports, when they stand in a power pose and their opponents see it, they automatically have a better image of the people in a power pose. So Wonder Woman, you take her bracelets off and she's a nice person. You put the bracelets on, she's an animal.
I like it.
They have shirts made. It's been their slogan. Have you seen the new Wonder Woman movie?
I have not.
I haven't either.
No.
I'm a big fan of the new Wonder Woman, though. 9-8, Resurrection battling back. Just as we said that, God, I can't catch up with that one. 2-point lead for Althoff. Serving will be Wemhamer. Sophomore with 214 kills. Third on the team. There's Sprunk. Coughlin. Couple of interesting stories about some of these Resurrection players. Natalie McDermott is the libero in the red jersey wearing number 2. She never played libero, so Mike Sapasi just took over this program. And first day of practice, he goes, we need a libero. He saw her make one pass. He goes, she's our libero. And Caitlin Coughlin was a middle. She's never played the outside, so she's now an outside.
You know, that's a great example of what a new set of eyes can do for a program. Because coaches see players in different positions, or sometimes coaches have been familiar with that player for so long that they just kind of pigeonhole, players in that position because that's what they envision. But a new person comes into a program and they can just see things differently, and obviously that's worked well here for Resurrection.
We're tied at 10. Give Rez all the credit in the world for coming all the way back. They appeared to be down for the count. Then Althoff regains the lead. And serving will be Anna Kabeel. Oh, Coughlin. Missed time that, hit that ball way back. Didn't come over the top on it. And that's what happens. It sails about 20 feet long. Outstanding serve. And there's a point for Resurrection. These girls are not going to back down. They just don't do that.
I'm thinking Althoff is wishing they would.
Yeah. Well, your first state title shouldn't be an easy one. Look at Welch elevate from behind the line. Resurrection located officially in the city of Chicago, though it's very close to O'Hare. Just south of Park Ridge, Niles just to the north, Edgebrook just to the east. Not far away from North Park College, not too far. That ball is long.
But that was being aggressive.
Yes.
It was close enough to the line where they had to make a decision. So you asked earlier what I was talking about being aggressive. When you are making two or more players have to make a decision on how to receive that ball, you're doing your job of being aggressive.
Quick set. And that is a kill. That is in for Emily Nitko. And Resurrection hanging around, down by one is all. Just joining us here on IHSA TV from the NFHS network. Althoff won the first set easily, 25-16 in about 15 minutes. Now we're settling in to a competitive match. The Resurrection's got to get over the hump here, and the players like Louise Comerford, it's not easy. Here's Claire Frankie. This Althoff team, talking to their coach and their players, they're not cocky at all. They just care for each other and work hard. Welch elevates once again, and that's so difficult to defend.
Do you think some of that's being an all-girls school?
Could be.
We've seen that with Mother McCauley, too.
Yes. That ball is out. Not by much, but out nonetheless.
Resurrection's tied the game.
15 all. And they'll get a free pass here, and it's Welch.
That was a great play by Isabella
Borgonio. You're not Italian. I got you back covered. We got Biaggi's as a sponsor. I'm all Italianed up.
Okay. Well, anyway, that was a great play. Recognizing that was the second ball, and she just sets it out to Murphy, and there was no block open on that one.
Timeout taken by Althoff as Resurrection has its first lead of the match. The 3A state championship game is a courtesy of Country Financial. At Country Financial, we know planning for your future can be overwhelming, but something this important deserves attention. Take simple steps today at countryfinancial.com/simple steps. You're talking about Brittany Welch. She's a Division I player. It's in the WAC. It's a good volleyball school. New Mexico State. She's a 5'9" hitter. Now, you normally don't see 5'9" hitters at that level, but you normally don't see girls with 27, 28-inch vertical jumps either.
That's right. You don't see 5'9" players unless they have an amazing vertical, which she does. She looks like she's flying through that air.
16-15. McDermott to serve again, and a good one. Dig by Gata. Here's Welch. Another one. Kill number 8. Well, it seems like she's got a lot more than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Two-point lead for Resurrection. Welch, another one. She is on fire. She's got the bracelets on. Here comes Welch again. Comerford. Matching Welch hit for hit. Play for play.
Well, Welch is ready for that ball. She's talking to her setter.
If you feed anyone else, you ought to have your head examined at this point. Here they come again. Oh, they did. They went in the middle. And Sprunk says, examine away. I could play too.
That's right. And really, that was smart.
That was very smart. Yeah, being a little facetious saying that about Welch, because you do need to use everyone. And nice job by Comerford choosing to go inside to Leighton Kaiser. This more like it.
Yes, it is. Well, you're talking about Natalie McDermott earlier, and some of that is just the mindset. You have to find that player that wants that battle between the hitter and the digger.
There she is right there. Addie Burris has quite a gun. The three-point lead is down to 1. Welch from the right side, and a dig from Frankie. And then look at Welch with the flop and the dig.
I was going to say, she was just over here on the right side of the court, hitting the ball for the right side attack, and back over there to the left. Great effort by Resurrection.
Well, Altaf has won 4 of the last 5 points, and they've evened this up at 19. Comerford to serve. And a beautiful dink, and Altaf has regained the lead.
Well, 20 is a critical point in the game of volleyball. With only 5 points to the end of the game, it's kind of a no-error 5 points. You really want to eliminate if there's something that your team's been doing. These are the 5 points that you want to focus on improving those. Kathy
Crotty Weller is one of the assistant coaches for Coach Dietrich. She was an All-American at Missouri State, so they have quite a coaching pedigree. And I wanted to point out, too, before time goes away, one of the most unique things I've heard about in high school volleyball, or any sport for that matter, is Resurrection's head coach, Mike Sabasi, has been all over the place. He's coached in club, coached in college. He makes his living as a professional fisherman on the Bassmaster Tour and FLW Tour. His grandpa taught him how to fish in Park Ridge, and I joked with him. I said, Park Ridge has like one lake, and it's a a water retention pond. He goes, I know, it's a small Park District lake. That's where I learned, and I got to be pretty good at it.
That is awesome.
Professional fisherman coaching girls high school volleyball. You talk about something that doesn't make sense.
He's done a great job, though.
Yes, he has. Welch is blocked for once. Althoff wins a huge point. Huge mental victory for the Crusaders with that one. 21-19. Rez will not go away. And Brittany Welch will serve. And she's starting to feel it. A slow, long walk back. Oh, good serve. Fielded cleanly by Beal. Sprunk. That ball, I think, bounced off the head of Wemhamer. They find an opening. With all the power out there, sometimes it's those little hits that are the killers.
And it still goes down as a kill.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't matter if it rolls off the net and goes down. It's a kill.
Altaf hitting 243. Resurrection 203. 22-20. Huge point right here. And Sprunk will get the kill.
Yeah, that was a really important point here because Resurrection has the opportunity to tie it.
Yep. And Sprunk now with 6 kills, hitting over 550 in this match. Told you, when she's engaged, they're tough to beat, and she is engaged. That ball was touched at the last moment or not? It was. Casey Barris tried to bring her hands down to the last second, couldn't. That ball was sailing way out of bounds. And another timeout here for Coach Sapasi of Resurrection. 3A state championship, courtesy of Country Financial. Start planning for tomorrow by taking simple steps today at countryfinancial.com/simple steps. Laura Dumbos, that was a huge point for Belleville Althoff.
It was, because it has that little separation where you feel like you're closer to the end of this game, and within those 5 points, that that gives so much confidence going into these next few points here.
Annika Beal will serve up 2. Cross court they go to Coughlin. A dig in the back by Wemhamer. And equally as good was McEnany. Welch from the back. How about that hit from the sophomore? (23-22). Caitlin Coughlin, the new outside. Looked like she's been playing it for years, the way she hit that one. And that's how the match started, with Gall dominating the middle, and that's the way it appears to be ending.
Well, Altaf has all the players that they want in the front row here as the final point comes.
Altaf has won 7 trophies, never a state championship. And they have to wait a bit longer to celebrate. 24-23. Kalamanis on to serve.
I just love how Resurrection is just going at it. You know, they're not scared to hit the ball. They don't care that it's 23 or 24. They're just going after it. So many teams and young players you see just afraid.
Welch. The wait is over for the Crusaders. Belleville Althoff, 3A state champs. What a year, 41-1. And the school's first ever girls volleyball championship.
Oh, great game by both teams. Althoff obviously dominating in the front row, but you have to give Resurrection, they played hard today in that second set, and Brittany Welch going out there, leaving everything out there on the court.
Combination of smiles and tears for the Althoff girls. Well, you're right about Resurrection. Did they play hard? Brittany Welch ends her career in the state championship game with 9 kills. Coughlin had 6. Nitko had 4. Sprunk had 5. For Althoff, Karina Gall, 8 kills, 4 for Wemhaner. Comerford with 4. Stryker with 4. 7 for Burris. 1 for Wessel. A true team effort for the girls from the St. Louis metro area. Althoff again ends the year 41-1. Resurrection finishes second. Their best finish ever at the school with a record of 34-9. Congratulations to Belleville Althoff, state champions in Class 3A. The 3A state championship here on IHSA TV is a courtesy of Country Financial. Take simple steps at countryfinancial.com/simple steps. That's countryfinancial.com. For Laura Dornbos, I'm Scott Slocum saying so long from Redbird Arena. Hail to the Crusaders, champions in Class 3A.
individual awards for the 2017 Girls Volleyball State Final. Presenting our medallions will be members of the Illinois High School Association Board of Directors attending tonight's match. With us, B. Kim Jones of Breeze Central representing Division 7, and Katie Hassel of Taylor Ridge, who's an at-large member. A round of applause for those folks. Thank you for doing such a good job. Alrighty then. At this time, please meet the Lions of St. Bridget, Arlington Heights. They finished the 2017 season in 4th place with a record of 29 wins, 13 losses. First, let's meet the officials for the Lions. For St. Bridget High School, with us, the athletic director, Martin Jennings. Trainer, Gina Farrow. And now let's meet the head coach for the Lions. Head coach, Charlie Curtin. Assistant coach Kate Zimbo. And now the players for the Lions. Junior number 2, Sarah Malone. Junior number 3, Sarah Hankinson. Senior number 4, Joy Tanya. Senior number 7, Rebecca Wolf. A junior number 8, Taylor Waller. A senior number 9, Nicole Marcinkus. A senior number 10, Megan Doheny. A junior number 11, Anna Voss. A senior number 12, Marina Rodriguez. A senior number 13, Michaela Mueller. A junior number 15, Karen Leeser. Junior number 16, Kate Nutley. Senior number 17, Carly Palmer. Senior number 18, Carolyn Carlton. Senior number 19, Kendall Clappy. Senior number 21, Catherine Hickey. Sophomore number 42, Vicky Corney. Junior number 58, Kaylee Liberty. And the manager for the Lions, Aaron Alden. And now will Coach Charlie Curtin and captains of St. Bridget, the Lions High School, please step forward to receive your 4th place trophy. You do it, Lions State! Congratulations! At this time, let's meet the Pioneers of University High School, Volleyball. They finished the 2017 season in 3rd place with a final record of 29 wins, 11 losses. First, let's say hello to the principal of University High School, Andrea Parker. Athletic director, Wendy Smith. And now my head coach, Senior number 5, Nadia Davis. Senior number 6, Amber Morales. A senior number 7, Kimmy Singlebach. Junior number 8, Macy Tongate. Senior number 9, Alexis H. Sophomore number 10, Elena Crabtree. A junior number 11, Jada Keeper. A junior number 12, Jessica McDowell. Senior number 14, Eddie Leffler. And the senior number 17, she sang the anthem, Ileana Lynn. Senior number 18, Cheyenne Peterson. Senior number 20, Abby Collins. And the manager, she's a sophomore, Alyssa Johnson. Now will Coach Mike Allheist and the captains, the pioneers, please step forward to receive the third place trophy. Congratulations, University High School, the third place competition champions of the state volleyball tournament. At this time, let's say hello to the Bandits from Resurrection High School, Chicago. They finished the 2014 season in second place. Record of 3 wins, 9 losses. First, for Resurrection High School, let's meet the principal, Richard Pyrowarski. Athletic Director, Eddie Kane. Trainer, Brianne Schultz. And now the head coach for the Bandits, head coach Mike Saposi. Assistant coach Mike McGannon. Assistant coach Jordan Toya, and assistant coach Sarah James. And now the players. I think the first in line is a senior. She's number 1, Taylor Besh. Senior number 2, Natalie McDermott. A junior with number 3 in her back, Gabrielle O'Hare. Senior number 4, Madison McEnany. Number 5, the senior Alexandria Calaveras. A junior number 7, Emily Nico. Senior number 8, Jordan Sprunk. The senior number 9, Brittany Welsh. Sophomore number 10, Caitlin Coughlin. The sophomore number 11, Isabella Forgiano. The junior number 14, Christina Gana. And senior number 15, Casey Bemis. Now will head coach Mike Saposi and the captain to receive, something called second place trophy. Well, at this time, we only have one trophy left. Let's meet the Crusaders of Althoff Catholic High School of Belleville, who finished the 2017 season in first place in the final record of 41 wins. First, we'd like to meet the principal of Althoff Catholic High School, Dave Harris. Athletic director, Greg Lee. Assistant coach Kathy Roller. Assistant coach Tony Weiner. And assistant coach Chelsea Hill. And now, would you like to meet the players? Sophomore number 1, Katie number 10, Blake Heiser. Senior number 11, Erica Buckley. Senior number 12, Addie Perez. Senior number 13, Caitlin Peterson. And sophomore number 15, Nicole Hampton. And the two managers, Megan Hines, a junior, and sophomore manager, Alyssa Peterson. Now will hip coach Sharon Thomas Dietrich, the captains of the Althoff Catholic High School team, please step forward to receive your first place trophy.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. If you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started at countryfinancial.com.